Hey guys, QTZIRL here with my Rust helicopter tutorial. So right now I'm going to show you essentially what we did. This is set up for two guys, me and my buddy, and as you can see we've built opposing towers. They are 5 stories tall. 3 of the bottom stories are just kind of nothingness, and the top 2 are a wall window setup. As you can see, I'm pretty awful at doing that on my 4th floor. But either way, essentially on the inside, it's just there's nothing inside. The I put my bed and stuff on the bottom floor. I actually did 2 beds and a cubby, or a crate rather, um, just to store extra rounds and stuff like that that we thought we might need. And he actually put his close towards the top. I was afraid rockets were going to come through the window and blow up my bed, so I put it down further. Um, so, without further ado, essentially, this gets you kind of off the ground, which allows you to, you're not aiming up so high. I've tried a whole bunch of different strategies, and I think a lot of you probably are finding older strategies where you were able to place down boxes, and then when building was blocked, the helicopter would fire rockets at you. This is outdated. This is not true. We tried that set up many a times. We've also tried like the concrete walls and T-pieces and etc., and that didn't work either. Tried at the airfield inside the hangars. I didn't think it provided a lot of cover, and we weren't really able to move around a whole lot. You know, the ability for you to shoot out is kind of limited. So, you know, building your own, I mean, this is pretty cheap. This is, I think it's 4x4 and 5 stories tall, just all stone. In this particular one, my buddy's actually fixing his as he goes. I'm not doing that. I don't necessarily think it's necessary. You can always rebuild afterwards. You know, I guess it depends on who's taking the most damage. But essentially, right now you're pretty much seeing us attempting to take it down, and you're pretty much ducking in and out. The helicopter will shoot a burst of rounds and then won't shoot. So essentially, you just want to kind of like peek out, get its attention, maybe shoot off a couple, 1 or 2 rounds, and hopefully, obviously, hitting the helicopter, and then peek back in, and then let it shoot its rounds at you. Get a quick bandage off if it hit you pretty good, and then pop back out after it's done shooting, and dump as many rounds into it as possible. Essentially, it's really important that you want to listen to see where it's at. If you were in Skype here in this video, so if you have some kind of voice chat, Discord, Mumble, TeamSpeak, etc., you definitely want to use that to try and communicate your attacks. And honestly, it wasn't very hard, I didn't think, to take it down. But I'm not necessarily sure if the admins of your server determine the difficulty level or anything like that. That much I don't know. So, and I think they also determine what loot's going to come out as well. I thought the loot was a little lackluster personally on our server, but that's, again, I think that's a server-based thing. Other tips and tricks, we're using high velocity ammo in this, just for that extra damage. We wanted to test out the explosive ammo, or the fragmentation ammo. I'm not in Rust right now, so I'm not really sure which one it is. But essentially, we did want to try that out and see if it was a little bit easier. But honestly, the HV ammo worked pretty well. We were spending about 150 rounds a helicopter each, so maybe 300 total, and then the helicopter gives you that all back again anyway. We did also try rockets. I wasn't able to score a hit, but I'm not saying that's not possible. I just wasn't able to ever hit the thing. There was one point where it comes to a hover, and it would have been perfect for a rocket, but I ended up missing anyway, so, fail. So, if you want to try and get rockets out, but honestly, again, I thought the AK did just well. The server wasn't very popular, so we didn't have to worry about, like anybody coming and stealing it. And again, I mean, you were in a defensible position anyway if you wanted to fight people off while you waited for the loot to stop burning. But that's really about it. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comments, and I'll try and answer. And until next time, see you.
My walls have taken a lot of damage too.
That's cool. I'm just
I think I'm gonna be able to take him down.
he looks pretty low. Yep, there it goes.